record now. Perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just let you introduce yourself, and then I'll start with my questions. So when you're ready.
All right, yeah. I'm Kaitlynn Spanny. I was in the residency program at TCSJ. Yeah, I'm currently teaching. That's me.
So you were in the residency program. What grade were you in then? What are you doing now? And is it the same school, same district?
I am in a different district. Do you want me to say the district that I was at? Okay. I was in Ripon Unified School District. I was in 8th grade, English and Social Studies. And now I am in 6th grade at Escalon Unified School District, teaching English and Social Studies.
Oh, that's so fun. Okay, so my next question is, how did Teachers College help you get to where you are now? Like, was there anything that sticks out to you?
One thing, I was aware of the job fair for this position that I have now, and I actually got my job from the job fair. So if I wasn't in the program and I wasn't aware of the job fair, who knows where I would be today. So that's one of the many ways that TCSJ has helped me.
Yeah, that's awesome. I know so many people who got hired from that job fair. It's like ridiculous. And it was like in the Teachers College building, so it was perfect.
And people don't realize how many people get their jobs from job fairs, which I had no idea either. So
did you get hired at the job fair, or what, did you have an interview after?
On site.
Oh, wow.
I didn't even have an interview.
Wow, that is awesome. That is so cool. They saw you went to Teachers College, or we're going to Teachers College. They're like, yeah, check, boom, you got it.
Yeah.
My next question is, what is something you've learned at Teachers College during your time there that stuck with you through your teaching now?
I mean, of course, we were prepared for a lot of different situations. Trying to think something in particular. Just having so many different professors throughout Teachers College really was able to allow us to see different perspectives of the classroom, because we were all so different. Like, there was high school to SPED to kindergarten, right? So we were able to see all of those different professors teach and kind of relate everything back to our subject, which is something that I don't think I would have used if someone, say, from kindergarten came to me as a 6th grader. Like, it was something that I wasn't prepared for, and I thought, wow, you could get something out of absolutely anything from any grade level. So
That's
I
awesome.
think that having those professors kind of teach us that was one of the more helpful experiences that I've had.
Totally. And it's interesting because in the program now, we have somebody who's doing PE focus. And so to hear how she connects it to all these different things she's doing in her PE class to what I'm doing in 1st grade, it's kind of cool to see how everything is like truly related in teaching. And you don't really realize that, because if somebody brings something to you, kind of like you're saying, from 1st grade, you're like, well, my 6th graders aren't going to want to do that. But it's crazy how you learn and then can adapt it to whatever you need it to. I think that's a huge thing I've learned at Teachers College. Okay, so my next question is, what do you have, or do you have any advice for any incoming teachers who are about to end their program, whether it's Impact or Resident? Do you have any incoming advice?
I would just say to be open. If you do have a job, if you don't have a job, be open to where you go, because they have something to teach you, and they have their own policies and they have their own way of teaching. So you may have learned something at TCSJ that may not totally correlate with what your district does, which is okay, and you kind of just have to adapt to what your surroundings want you to do, and be flexible, because you're there learning, even if you've been in other situations. Like if you were a para or something, you're used to being in the classroom, but maybe the district that you're now at does something different, and you kind of just have to adapt and be flexible and relate to others. So
That's so true. I just got hired for my job for next year, and I'm in first grade now, but I'll be teaching third grade. And it's a grade that I know literally nothing about. But I got the same advice: be open to whatever's coming. And this was kind of like one of the options I was given. So I was like, I'm going to take it, I'm going to run with it, I'm going to see what happens. So that's a good piece of advice.
and you kind of see like the other teachers who aren't doing that, and you see how much they're struggling. So it's something that you really have to adapt to.
Totally. I completely agree. Okay, and then I think my last question for you is, what piece of advice do you have for prospective students? So people who are thinking about coming to teachers college or are looking at credential programs right now. Do you have any advice for them?
Work hard. Try your best to learn as much as you can, and save the information that you have. I feel like I wish I would have like made folders like this is a good activity to do, or like here's some things that you might want to check off while you are in your classroom, like to make sure that you are doing consistently. It just, we are given so many good resources, and they just get lost sometimes. And I feel like I wish I would have like stored it in a place where I would know where to go sometimes.
Totally. You're like, well, I know that I learned this before, but where do I find it?
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know where that's at. So
Yeah.
I'll have to like look that up. But
Yeah, right. I like the idea of having a folder like a binder or something. That's so smart. And I know we make portfolios for the residency program. So like that's nice to be able to go back to if you can like look back at old classwork. But I started like making a list of things. I'm like, well, this might be interesting to try next year or different things like that. So I think that's been super helpful.
yeah, I had a teacher or a professor, I can't remember her name right now, and I wish I did. She was one of my favorites at TCSJ, and she did this one thing where she walked around, and I don't know why this has stuck with me for so long, but she would ask the student if they could share first instead of just like randomly calling on students, and you can see it progress like their feelings about sharing the class. So that is one of the many like techniques that I've had, but like I know I have so many other ones, I just never kept them anywhere.
That's so true. Well, thank you, Kaitlynn, so much. I appreciate your help, and I look forward to seeing what everything happens with your classroom soon.
Thank you.